Hello, everyone, and welcome to Omro, Wisconsin. And yet, believe it or not, that first night of high school football in this 2014 season. Nekoosa on the road tonight. Papermakers will take on the Omro Foxes in non-conference football action. My name is Tom Kirst. Along with me is Dan Schmidt. Dan will offer his commentary during this contest, and of course, our cameraman right here, back behind the wheel, Mr. Jim Allen. Our thanks go out to Nekoosa High School and River Cities Community Access for helping us make telecasts of NHS sports possible. Well, the opening game is here. It's hard to believe summer is behind us. Well, almost behind us. School is going to start here in just a week or so in the state of Wisconsin. But right now it's time for high school football. A couple of teams that met a year ago in Nekoosa, with the Papermakers coming out on top 23-19 over the Foxes in that contest. It's a new season tonight. Nekoosa hit hard by graduation, especially up front. You're going to see a lot of young faces, a lot of new faces on the field tonight for the Papermakers. Omro, on the other hand, returned some talented players from last year's squad that won 7 ball games. Nekoosa, of course, 10-2 a year ago. That includes quarterback and a couple of running backs back for their junior seasons. So they have a little advantage there. Omro, too, though, lost quite a few linemen to graduation. So it's going to be an interesting matchup up front tonight between Nekoosa and Omro. Dan Schmidt, as in every first broadcast, we really don't know what to expect out of Nekoosa this year.
No, you're right, Tom. And when you mentioned in the beginning that we're on the road, we're going to be on the road a lot this year. 7 of the games are going to be on the road. So Nekoosa's going to have their hands full playing away. Only
3 ball games at Holland Field this year. Marshall Getzloff kicks it away. And Omro with a good return up the middle across the 32-yard line. That was number 42, Chris Hess, returning that kickoff for the Foxes. Omro is an option offense. I'd like to run the option offense. Quarterback will be number 7, Spencer Potratz. Potratz, a 6'2", 185-pound junior. Behind him in the backfield, expect to see a couple of twins, the Hess twins, Matt and Chris. They both stand about 5'8", 175 pounds. Potratz on first down. And look out here. Tarek Tuttle pulls him down.
Number 7.
Well, not until Potratz gets down inside the Nekoosa 30-yard line. It's going to be a 43-yard run on first down for Potratz. And Omro in business, not even 15 seconds into this ball game.
The ball marked at the Papermaker 26-yard line.
Well, he had a wide open field, Tom, when he got that ball. He didn't have to pitch. He didn't have to think about pitching. There's nobody in front of him.
One man behind the quarterback this time. That's Hess. And he finds a lot of room to the outside.
Touchdown.
And Chris Hess takes it in.
Touchdown, Foxes.
Boy, Omro makes it look mighty simple here in the early going.
26 yards.
As Chris Hess takes it 26 yards to pay dirt. Clock shows 11:38. It's hard to believe we haven't even run off 30 seconds in this game.
I was just watching that, Tom. That number 23 for Omro, Derek Tritt. He had a nice block on the inside, and once he had that block, there was nobody else there to touch him.
Number 8 is on to attempt a point. That's Adam Lattimore. He's a 5'11" senior. Man laid on the field for Omro. Now they're all set. And the kick is good. 11:38 to play here in the opening period. Omro 7 and Nekoosa nothing. So now it's Omro kicking the football. Mitch Crowley does the duties.
Who's in the backfield there, Tom?
That's Tarek Tuttle and Sam Tweedy back waiting
Sam
for
Tweedy.
the kick. And it's a good one.
Oh, nice kick.
Tuttle's going to let that sail over his head through the end zone. And Nekoosa will start from their 20-yard line. Nice night for football. It was really humid this afternoon. We had a little storm come through here about a half hour, 45 minutes ago. And it's a bit wet, but it has cooled things off also. So it's a fairly comfortable night for football. Omro is situated right on the Fox River. Oh, about, 50 miles from Nekoosa.
Yeah, 15 miles from Oshkosh, I think, if I remember correctly. 15 or 18 miles from Oshkosh.
So more like 60 miles, and I guess, to get down here. Brandon Kundert is the quarterback for Nekoosa. A single back behind him is junior Tarek Tuttle. Sam Tweedy in motion to hand the ball off to Tweedy, and he's buried in the backfield. Tweedy hit very quickly by number 31, Hunter Labs. And Tweedy's going to lose about 5.
Winning the ball carrier. Hunter Labs on the stop for the Foxes.
It is a 5-yard loss. The ball back on the 15-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 15.
As we said, Nekoosa, a very young team. Starting at least one freshman in that offensive line tonight. They run the ball right side. Little positive yardage this time.
They got a little bit.
Out to about the 17, maybe. Ball carrier was Tarek Tuttle. And they do mark it at the 18.
On the stop for the Foxes. Gain of a couple.
You know, Nekoosa got some size on that team. They got a lot of 200-pounders and above on that team. But if you don't have the experience, it doesn't matter what you weigh.
Well, that's why Omro, I really expect them to have a great year because they played so many sophomores last year. They've all got that varsity year under their belt. And they're out here this year for wins every week. Hunter Miller, the intended receiver, Kundert threw that ball just a tad long.
It was a nice pass. It was just long. I mean, nice spiral on it.
And punt team on for the Papermakers.
Kundert's pass incomplete, intended for number 88.
Chris Hess.
Go ahead, but Omro should have really good field position on this punt.
Yeah, Chris Hess and Derek Tritt are back to receive this punt. Matt McDonald will do the honors for Nekoosa. Tritt and Hess at about the 45-yard line awaiting the punt. Good snap, and McDonald hits an end-over-end kick taken by Tritt at the 46. Hey, good coverage.
Good coverage on that. Very
short
good
return. Tarek Tuttle with a stop.
Very good coverage.
So Omro on the field, their offense on the field for the second time tonight. So far they've been pretty productive. 2 rushes, 69 yards, and a score.
Which makes me think they're not going to put the ball in the air for a while.
Yeah, you know, last year they hardly threw the football in that game against Nekoosa. They like to run the football, and they're very good at it. Potratz keeps it, gets outside, and he's close to first down yardage.
Boy, that was just poor tackling on the inside. They had him stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Andrew Melvin made the stop, but he made that stop, 9 yards downfield?
Yeah.
The play, we'll call it 9 yards. 2nd and 1 for the Foxes.
So Potratz now 2 carries and 52 yards.
4-yard line.
At least we're under 10 minutes now. The clock is finally moving. 9:30 to play here in the quarter. They'll pitch it this time. Is that Tritz? First down yardage and a whole lot more.
Remember that?
That was Matt Hess.
Remember that 23 I mentioned? There he did made another nice block.
Matt Hess took it all the way down to about the 16-yard line.
Stop for the Papermakers.
Yeah, Derek Tritt just took out the only Nekoosa player that had a shot at him back there.
They're having some problems with the clock upstairs here. I know darn well there should be more time off that clock than what there is. It's running now at 9:10. Chris Hess to the right side, turned in. Miller missed the tackle. And number 47, Justin Mortel, puts him down inside the 10-yard line.
Gildenzoff on the stop for the Papermakers.
About 2 yards on the carry.
8 yards. Oh, no, you're right. You're right. You're right. 2 yards. I'm looking at the downs.
The ball just inside the Nekoosa 10-yard line.
They split a receiver wide left. Short side of the field, the top of the screen or the right side. Man in motion is Tritt. They hand it off. No. A little inside handoff to Chris Hess, and he is in the end zone. Touchdown number 2 in the quarter for Omro.
Chris Hess, 10-yard touchdown run.
So from 10 yards out, Chris Hess with his second score. And it's 13-0 Foxes.
Well, the new players for Nekoosa are getting indoctrinated early, aren't they?
You know, if you're young and have never played in a varsity football game, the pace of the game is a lot faster than what you're used to. And I think Nekoosa may be in a little bit of shock because of that right now. The kick is through the uprights. 8:26 to play, first quarter. 14-0, Omro. Tweedy and Tuttle deep. Crowley with a kick. Returnable by Tuttle. Tarek, the left side, finds an opening. And with a good return out to the 40-yard line.
Very good return.
So Nekoosa with great field position. We just got to take advantage of that field position right now.
Nekoosa, 39-yard line.
So we can set the backfield again. Looks like Kundert's still out there at quarterback.
I don't know how to also got Derek Turtel out of Tuttle. There's not an R in the name.
Just trying too hard. Again, Peckham and Tuttle behind the quarterback. They run straight ahead with Tarek. And he's across the 40 to about the 42-yard line.
Turtel, the ball carrier. Number 60, Kenny Toombs on the stop.
Kenny Toombs on the stop for Omro.
7 for the Papermakers. The ball at the Nekoosa 42-yard line.
Hunter Miller, the end on the right side. Tweedy, the wingback on the left side. Kundert's going to keep it. And
the line of scrimmage.
Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage.
Lost maybe a foot.
Or he was put down by Matt Hess.
Kundert, the ball carrier.
Just a tad late getting to that hole that time. There was an opening, but it closed in a hurry. And again, no gain on the play. Read an article on this Omro team, and head coach said he really thought their linebackers were going to be good this year. And that would include the Hess brothers, I'm sure. It's a 4-4 defense employed by the Foxes. Third down run by Tarek Tuttle.
And a
ball on the ground, and Omro's going to get it.
Foxes recover the fumble.
Tarek going for that extra yard.
Hunter Amundsen.
Hunter Amundsen jumps on the loose ball.
Hunter Amundsen with the recovery at the 49-yard line.
That gives Omro 1st and 10.
Tuttle was just a tad short of that first down yardage when he dropped the football. And that Omro offense back on the field. We haven't played a half of this first quarter yet, and Omro up by 2 scores. Potrat's going to throw it. Had a man out there. Pretty good coverage, though, by Tweedy. He did a nice job getting back into that play.
I can tell you one thing. That ball sailed. That was in the air a long ways.
Isaiah Kilgis was the intended receiver. Yeah, which way is that wind blowing, Dan? Is it right to left here, or I don't see any flags.
Right there.
Okay. So it is at the back of Omro right now.
Yeah.
2nd and 10 for Omro. Tritt has it, makes a good cut down to the 45. Tarek Tuttle in on that stop along with Andrew Melvin.
Andrew Melvin on the stop for the Papermakers. Gain on the play 5 yards, brings up 3rd and about 5 for the Foxes. The ball marked at the Nekoosa 45-yard line.
So Tritt gets 5 yards on the carry. 5 left for that first down. Again, receiver split wide left, man in motion this way. And the quick give, off tackle, and that's going to be first down
Yeah, it
yardage.
looks like first down.
Chris Hess carries the rock right down to the 40-yard line.
42, Chris Hess, the ball carrier.
And again, that's a first down. First down number 3, I believe. Yep.
No, they're not going to give him a first down.
On the stop.
No, I think he's got the first down.
I do too, but.
Well, actually, they marked the ball. Yeah, they gave him the first down. Referee just wanted to give his official okay there, I think.
You're right, Tom. He signaled to start the clock, and the clock didn't start.
First and 10 for the Foxes at the
Yep.
Papermaker 40-yard line.
I'm not sure what's going on there, but it's not good.
No.
That's about the third time in this quarter that's happened. And I assume that's Hess again on that inside carry.
42, Chris Hess.
It is.
Apparently, who's ever keeping the clock up there must think that when there's a first down, you don't start it until the play starts.
30, Matt Hess, the ball carrier.
And really, all you have to do is watch the referee.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. He's.
That's all you got to do.
Just past the Nekoosa 35-yard line.
He'll tell you when to stop it and when to start it.
Yep.
2nd and 5 from the 35. Potrats. Down the middle. Got a man. Good catch. 31, Hunter Labs.
That was tipped by 25, wasn't it?
Matt McDonald
Yeah, tipped the ball.
was very close to that football, but he got the Labs, and he's got a first down. They're going to mark it down at the 10-yard line. 25 yards on the throw. And again, the clock is not starting. There it goes. We sure are worried about the clock here, aren't we?
I got to get home soon tonight.
Potrats on the option. Tritz brought down on a good play by Matt McDonald. That was Matt Hess, excuse me. But a good play by Matt McDonald. Limits the gain to about 5. I thought maybe he had about 2.
That brings up 2nd and goal. The ball just shy of the Nekoosa 5-yard line.
I don't think we even have to broadcast this. We could just let the PA announcer call it for us, huh?
Yeah, he's.
2nd and 5 from the 5. 2nd and goal from the 5. Hess.
Is he in?
He's in. Touchdown.
Yep, he's in.
Matt Hess with his first score.
Hess, 5-yard touchdown run.
I hope the students brought enough of that
Confetti?
that confetti or string, whatever they're shooting out of them cans, because they should be using it all up by the first quarter.
The way it's going, I think you're right, Dan. 4:24 of the play yet in the quarter. But it's an absolutely all Omro here in the opening period. Lattimore seems to get better every kick.
Yeah. You know, my son who played football, Jason, always said there is such a big difference in basketball and football between JV ball and varsity. He says you don't realize it until you go through it.
Well, I think it's bigger at the football level, too, than basketball. Yeah, things they hit you a little harder, they hit you a little quicker.
Yep.
And you see some plays that you've never seen before, like a trap play or something like that. And even the quarterback, high school varsity quarterback, just handling the football is so much quicker and better than what you would see at JV level or
handoffs, everything,
level.
timing.
Yeah, I think Nekoosa in a little bit of shock right now. Well, we got a lot of football to play, both tonight and, of course, the regular season. Nekoosa is going to start the season with a brutal schedule. After this ball game this week, they'll be down at River Valley next week.
Yeah.
And they follow that up, I think, with Poynette, at Poynette. So Omro, River Valley, and Poynette, 3 playoff teams from last year.
One of them I'm going to miss. I'm going to miss the game on the 12th, September 12th. I'm going to miss that game.
Their 4th ball game is finally on Holland Field.
That's probably the one I won't miss.
And that's the one against Columbus, and you know how good Columbus is going to be this year.
Coach Hilber.
Nekoosa and Coach Hilber and Columbus hooked up a couple of times last year with those 2 teams splitting those 2 games.
Of course, we won the important one, the one in the playoffs.
Yeah. Nekoosa really played well that night. And we got that's still Crowley kicking the ball.
Callan Tweedy deep for the Papermakers. Papermakers.
And again, Tweedy and Tuttle
Crowley to kick.
back, awaiting the kick. Another good booming kick. This time it'll be Tweedy at the 4. Sam tries to get to that left side. And he's wrapped up right around the 20-yard line.
Sam Tweedy takes the kick to the Nekoosa 20-yard line.
Number 37 for Omro, that Nathan Pertel. I watched him. He just took out a Nekoosa kid and threw him about 5 yards.
Onto this wet grass. By golly. Field looks like it's in good shape tonight. Nice and green, well cut.
Of course, they don't play baseball on it either.
Yeah, it's inside a track, obviously. Yeah. So we're a little bit further away than we like at Holland Field. It's just wonderful that you're so close to the field.
10 from the 20.
So Nekoosa still looking for that first down here in the opening quarter. Runs it on first down with Tarek Tuttle, and Tarek bowls ahead. A nice gain.
About 2-3 yards just on his own.
Across the 25, I believe.
Patel on the ball carrier. Number 42, Chris Hess on the stop for
They
the
gave him
Foxes.
5 yards on the carry.
Gain of 6 yards in the play. 2nd and 4 for the Papermakers.
Positive yardage, that's the key right now.
26-yard line.
Let's get something going. Got to walk before you run. Tuttle outside, nothing there. And he's going to lose that 5 yards he picked up a minute ago. 37. Hunter Pertel with the stop that time. As Terry caught that ball, and as soon as he caught the pitch.
Yeah, lost, 4 yards?
Had a man around his legs. He lost 4 of the 5 he gained on first down. So, 3rd and 9 now for Nekoosa.
Pertel on the stop for the Foxes. Loss of 5 yards in the play. Brings up 3rd and 8. The ball to 22.
Kundert. Under pressure. Got away once, but won't get away twice. As Bradley Fisher, 5'11", 215-pound linebacker, puts down the Nekoosa quarterback inside the 15-yard line.
That's when you're running for your life, not even looking downfield to see who to throw to because you don't have time.
You're right, Danny. No, didn't have a chance at all.
No.
Play 6 down, 6 yards.
I mean, there could have been 7 guys open and he couldn't have got the ball to him because he's too busy trying to protect himself.
So Matt McDonald on again, and he'll punt it back to Omro. Bit of a spiral this time, taken on the run by Chris Hess, and he's down the sidelines. We got a flag. I'm not sure what the flag is about.
I don't think Omro has started on their side of the field yet.
That opening kickoff they did.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, they went like 60-some yards.
Yeah, you're right.
It
was 60-some yards.
But yeah, you're right, Dan. Since Nekoosa's been punting and turning the ball over, yeah, Omro's had very good field position.
Against Omro, I don't know what it was. I didn't see the.
Looked like an illegal use of hands or a hold.
Okay.
So they're going to mark off this penalty starting from the 26. So I assume it'll go back to about the 36. 34. Make that the 38. I got it now. 38-yard line. 2:05 to play here in the quarter. Omro with a 21-point lead in the football, and we're going to get a Nekoosa timeout. 2:05 to play first quarter, 21-0 Omro. Omro with the football, first down from the 38.
This Omro team, they got beat the first round of the playoffs by Wautoma.
Yeah.
Out of our conference.
That was a tough loss for Omro to take last year. Quick screen, and again, good yardage as Michael Peters.
Number 41.
Picks up another first down. 11 yards on the throw and the catch.
Aaron Peckman got him.
Aaron Peckham with a stop. Let's see if they start the clock this time.
For the Papermakers.
The official says start the clock.
Gain of about 10 yards on the play.
And nothing happens.
For the Foxes, so the ball marked.
There it goes.
The Nekoosa 37-yard line.
Now they got 2 officials out there giving them signals.
Wow. That's the only thing Omro has done wrong tonight. Little quick slant. Good catch.
Good yardage.
And again, that's Michael Peters.
Michael Peters.
Does he have another first down? I think he does. They're going to mark it at the 15-yard line.
Lieber on the stop.
So about 13 yards on the throw.
Gain of 12 yards on the play. 1st and 10 for the Foxes.
I think I looked at the stats for Potratz last year. I think he only threw the ball 65 times in 10 games. So that's only about 6 times a game, right?
They got Clay Lieber at 135 pounds. That must be with his equipment on.
Well, maybe he's bulked up since last year. I haven't seen Clay for a while.
Number 42, Kirst.
We just
Baseball field, I guess.
We just seen him at the Dairy Queen the other night.
Well, that's always bulking up.
Yeah.
See? That'll do it.
Gain of 3 yards in the play. 2nd.
4-yard pickup on first down.
For the Foxes, the ball marked.
We're under a minute to play here in the first quarter. One single back behind the quarterback. He gets the football. That's Chris Hess. Pounds his way toward the goal line. He's a little bit short. Going to mark him at about the 2. You know, Hess last year, Chris Hess last year in that game against Nekoosa, had put up over 200 yards. He had an 80-yard run for a score, and he had another long run for a score. But yeah, over 200 yards. I think he had 1,500 yards on the season, so he had a heck of a season. Third and about 2. Potratz kept it. He's got a touchdown.
Yep.
Touchdown, Foxes.
Spencer Potratz takes it in from 2 yards out.
7 yards.
And the 4th score in this first quarter is on the board for Omro. And with a successful conversion, they will have 28 points here in this first quarter. Quite a start for Omro. Adam Lattimore. Knocks it through.
A nice kicker.
2 seconds to play in the quarter. 28 for Omro, nothing for Nekoosa. Crowley has it teed up. 2 seconds to play in the quarter. So unless he knocks the ball through the end zone, this will be the last play of this first quarter. He kicks it out of bounds instead. So there's another way that we don't end the quarter.
Yep.
See what Nekoosa does here. They can either take the ball at the 40, I believe, or have them re-kick.
Crowley's kick rolls out of bounds. Penalty flag on the play.
I don't see anybody talking to Nekoosa. Oh, there, the referee is talking to Nekoosa. And Nekoosa is going to take the football at the 35-yard line. So that's where you start.
I would.
That situation.
Nekoosa elects to take the ball at the 35-yard
Yeah, Nekoosa's seen 4 kickoffs tonight. The best they've done is a return up to the 40 by Tuttle. Otherwise, they certainly have been short of the 35.
Have we had a first down?
Still looking for that first down. Single back behind the quarterback. That's Tarek Tuttle, and he's wrapped up for about a 1-yard loss. And with that loss, thankfully, this first quarter comes to an end. We played 1. Our score, Omro 28 and Nekoosa nothing.
I just shoved mine in through that little hole.
2nd and 11.
2nd and 11, Nekoosa starting the second period by running the football.
There we
for
go.
Good yardage.
Good yardage.
Tarek Tuttle, or is that Sam Tweedy, or that's Tarek Tuttle?
Tuttle, the ball carrier.
So Tarek takes it across the 40 out to the 43. About 8 yards on that carry. Best play tonight for Nekoosa from scrimmage. And first quarter totally dominated by Omro. 3rd and about 3. The ball at the 42-yard line.
43-yard line.
2 backs behind the quarterback. We run it again with Tuttle off the left side, and he's about a yard short. So what do you do here, Dan? You're down 4 scores in the second quarter. You're a yard away from a first down. You got a young team.
You have nothing to lose. Go for it. Why not?
I would too.
Why not go for it?
it's good experience for that young front line.
Yeah, let them get the experience.
Timeout.
Well, Nekoosa does burn a timeout, so they'll talk it over. I'm sure they're still going to go for it, but
After one completed
Coach Jason
goal,
Becker wanting to talk with his team. Jason, of course,
Raiders
back
7.
for his second season. Very successful first season for Becker as he went 10-2 and his first year as varsity head coach. Omro, coached by Mr. Dave Wellhofer. We'll be doing Nekoosa football for the entire season. We'll do all 9 ball games, get them on public access. I want to make sure you're aware that you can watch Nekoosa football on public access Monday nights at 6 o'clock, Wednesday afternoons, or Saturday afternoons. So Nekoosa football 3 times every week on public access. Again, Monday at 6, Wednesday afternoons, and Thursday afternoon. I'll make that Saturday afternoons. Of course, you can always catch Nekoosa football on the internet as well. Just go out to YouTube and do a little Googling, looking for Nekoosa football, and you'll find full broadcasts or full entire game broadcasts of all the games we do this season for Nekoosa. Here we go, 4th and 1, 3 backs behind the quarterback. Straight ahead, Peckham. Aaron Peckham into the clear. There's that. Still on his feet. What a run by Peckham. Boy, I thought he was going down at the 25.
I did too. A nice run.
Aaron takes it all the way down inside the 15. Well, they're going to mark it right at the 15. 41 yards for Peckham, and Nekoosa finally with that first down.
That's what happens when you stack the line. You get by that first wave, and there's nobody there to stop you.
And now it's Omro that wants to talk it over. Nekoosa came out with that same T formation, 3 backs in the backfield. 10:51 to play in the half, 28-0 Omro. 1st and 10, Nekoosa. Peckham right side. Again, battles for a yard or 2.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get caught in the backfield.
I did too. He got down to about the 12, I believe, so about 3 yards. Now they're going to mark him 2-yard gain. But still positive yards. So Nekoosa knocking at the door.
I'm going to throw a pass here.
One thing for certain, this Nekoosa football team is going to get better each week throughout this football season. Peckham left side.
Oh,
Nothing this time. Number 4, Bradley Fisher waiting for Peckham that time.
Got an injured player?
Nekoosa player down. I think there's...
Number 4, Bradley Fisher.
Yeah, the Nekoosa player down. 10:06 to play here in the second quarter. The injured player for Nekoosa was number 67, Colton Hazel. Senior walked off under his own power. Not sure if we'll see Colton again tonight. Nekoosa 3rd and 8 now from the 13. Tuttle.
Nice run.
Busted down to the 5.
Yes, very nice run.
Tuttle, the ball carrier.
Quick hitter and right up the middle.
That's a first down, huh?
Yep.
I'll be darned. I didn't realize he made the sticks. Second first down for Nekoosa on this drive. 1st and goal. And again, the clock is not starting.
Every official's trying to get him to start that clock.
Now it finally starts. Boy, it's just hard to believe. Who do they have on the clock tonight? Tuttle. Battles for, he lost the football. Omro has it. Second fumble tonight by Nekoosa. This one costly as it occurs on the 5-yard line. And that ends a very promising drive for this Nekoosa offense. Well, at least Omro has a long field, but the way they've moved the football tonight, that might be 3 or 4 plays for this team.
It might just take them an extra 3 minutes.
If they start the clock.
Yeah.
9 minutes to play. Probably should be about 7 minutes to play right now, but 9 minutes to play in the half. Uh-oh. Flag down. It's going to nullify a good run by Derek Schratt.
Got to be holding.
On the play.
Matt McDonald saved a touchdown otherwise. But again, the penalty is going to bring it back.
Illegal block. Oh, no, we're talking to him.
It's a hold on Omro.
Call is holding against the Foxes.
So I think they'll mark that off from where the flag is
The
thrown.
hold took place, yes.
So instead of marking off from the 5, they mark it off from maybe the 12.
This is the goal for the mark of the penalty.
And half the distance puts it very close to the original line of scrimmage.
5-yard line. Brings up
1st and 10 again. Ball just inside the 5-yard line.
From the 5-yard line.
This guy's not going to agree with you, Tom. Oh, somebody else saved a touchdown. Who was that?
That was Hess.
26.
Matt Hess almost broke that one, and either McDonald or Tweedy,
Yeah, one of them.
I'm not sure which, got a piece of jersey and hung on for dear life.
Yeah. Like I say, it stopped the touchdown.
About a 21-yard carry.
For the Foxes.
It's a 21-yard carry. They're out to the 27. Ball went from about the 6 all the way up to the 27. Timeout on the field, 8:46 to play in the half. So Nekoosa's timeout is over. Omro with a 1st and 10 from the 27. They run it inside again. Hey, Nekoosa makes a play at the line of scrimmage as Tarek Tuttle and number 72, Brett Gillenzoff, stop Hess for a short gain of about 2.
Gain of a couple on a play brings up 2nd and 8.
Chance of rain later tonight. We started this ball game a little bit late. I sure hope we don't end up seeing a storm about the 3rd quarter. You look over to our west and it's pretty dark. Wide open is Tritz. And Tritt down the sideline. Chased by Tweedy and knocked out of bounds at about the 28.
Complete to number 23, Derek Tritt.
So Derek Tritt takes it.
On the defense,
They're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 41.
I heard the whistle and he was still running. I wasn't sure.
It's still about a 32-yard pickup on the pass. And as we said a second ago,
Papermaker 41-yard line.
Doesn't take this Omro team long to move the ball down the field.
1st and 10 from the Nekoosa 41-yard line.
Flag on the play.
Flag, stop play.
It's going to be
motion
penalty,
or procedure.
So that'll mark back the Foxes about 5 yards, or exactly 5 yards.
Yeah, you mentioned the conference that Omro's in. They're in a tough conference. It was St. Mary Springs you mentioned, and
Penalty moves the Foxes back to the
they never have a down year, do they?
6-yard line.
I don't think so.
A 1st and 15.
It's going to be a good matchup this year, though, when those two teams do meet. You know, they've got Amherst next week here at in Omro. That's going to be a heck of a game.
Yep.
Amherst ranked very hardly in the state of Wisconsin. Potratz, little slant, and that's pulled in nicely by number 8,
Adam Larimore.
Adam Larimore. Larimore short of the 1st down,
For the Papermakers.
but about a 12-yard pickup on the play.
Yeah, he's about 3 yards short, huh?
Gain of 12 yards on the play. 2nd and 3 for the Foxes. The ball marked at the Nekoosa 35-yard line.
Potratz gives it away to Hess. And where's Hess in that pile? Huh? He's got a 1st down.
About 7 yards downfield, 8.
Chris Hess down to about the 28. Now again, a new set of downs for Omro.
Tuttle on the stop for the Papermakers.
Boy, Tarek Tuttle's made a lot of tackles tonight, hasn't he?
Yeah, that's not always good because that means the other 10 players aren't making any tackles.
Can't make every tackle on the field, right? Tuttle, one of the inside linebackers for Nekoosa.
But like you said, Tom, they will get better.
1st and 10. Option.
Oh.
Potratz runs over a tackler and is finally put down by Clay Lieber.
Reminded me a lot on that run of Austin Kokoka.
Yeah.
You know, taking tacklers with him.
Taken down by number 20, Clay Lieber for the Papermakers.
So Clay Lieber put him down, but not until he got down to about what, the 14-yard line? We're going to mark it at
1st and 10. The ball
13, I believe.
13-yard line.
Clock running, 6:40 to play and a half. There's a good defensive play.
Yeah.
Matt Hess, the
It's
ball
number
carrier.
65. Andrew Melvin came up to make
on
the stop.
For Nekoosa.
It's one thing you haven't seen from the Nekoosa linemen tonight. You haven't seen a whole lot of stops by that front four.
For the Foxes.
As we said a second ago, a lot of tackles being made by the linebackers, primarily Tuttle,
Yard line.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
and a few saving tackles by the secondary. 2nd down and 8. 2 backs behind the quarterback. He's still got it,
Yeah, he's not going to pitch.
and he's upended by Tuttle near the goal line. The ball came out, but they say the ball or the ground caused the fumble, so it's going to stay with Omro, and it is a first down,
I'm thinking it is, yes.
I think. No, I'm not. I'm a little confused. It's right on the stick. But
They're
the
gonna measure.
referee was going to just continue play, and now they're going to measure.
Official timeout for a measurement.
As the clouds get a little bit closer, I think these 3 guys are going to be inside that press box in the second half. I'm pretty sure it's going to rain on us tonight.
You think so?
Those clouds seem to be getting a little closer.
I'm going to go check the radar out.
And it's pretty hard to hustle that camera up in that press box during a timeout. We'll let you know. They extend the chain, and it is a first down.
First down, Foxes.
This drive started at the Nekoosa, or excuse me, the Omro
First and goal
5-yard
for the
line.
Foxes. The ball spotted at the 4-yard line.
So the Foxes have driven 85 yards thus far.
Yeah, we could get wet.
Pitch. Matt Hess stands up in the end zone.
Foxes.
Omro with their 5th score on the night.
Number 30, Matt Hess on a 4-yard touchdown run.
It was a 4-yard run for Hess. His 2nd touchdown tonight. And Lattimore will attempt to put his team up by 35. Uh-oh. It's not going to happen.
Nope.
As a fumbled snap causes the conversion to fail. 5:34 to play in the half, 34-0, Omro. So again, the ball is teed up. Tuttle and Tweedy wait deep. It's going to be Tarek Tuttle from about the 10-yard line. Tarek follows his blockers across the 30.
Nice run.
Right around that 30-yard line. Good return by Tarek. Nekoosa with 5:28 to play here in the quarter.
Yard line.
They moved the ball their last possession. Let's see if they can do it again. Couple of big runs, one by Aaron Peckham, the other by Tarek Tuttle on that last drive. Of course, the drive ended with the Tarek Tuttle fumble near the Omro goal line.
10 from the 30.
3 backs behind the quarterback. Kundert hands it off to Tweedy. Tweedy finds some room on the right side. He's got about 7.
I'm going to say 7 yards.
Sam Tweedy, the ball carrier.
Sam Tweedy, a junior, seeing his first varsity action. Actually played a few minutes last year. Pickup, during the when the game was out of doubt. Tweedy was on the field a little bit last year.
For Nekoosa.
Gaining a lot of valuable experience here tonight.
7-yard line.
Center up over the football. Under 5 minutes remaining now in the first half. Single back behind the quarterback this time. And Kundert keeps it. And he's got first down yardage.
Yeah, Where the official is, yeah.
Across the 40 to about the 41. All he needed was the 40-yard line. And that's first down number 4, I believe, for Nekoosa here in the half. They had no first downs in that first quarter. So they have done a better job of moving the football here in quarter number 2. And by golly, the clock started as it was supposed to that time. Oh, Peckham, I believe. Met in the backfield by a couple of Foxes.
Number 60, Kenny Toombs.
Kenny Toombs, that's a great name for a football player, isn't it?
Yeah.
And especially a defensive lineman, Toombs.
Loss in the play, 1 yard.
You could say he buried Peckham that time.
And 11. The ball just over.
Yard loss on the play, 2nd and 11, the ball at the 40. Kunder, 3 backs behind him, hands it to the 3rd back, Peckham, and Aaron does a nice job of picking his way up to about the 47. Good run.
Matt Hess on the stop for the
9 yards, make that 8 yards on the carry. There's still 3 to go for that first down. And now Nekoosa no huddle.
Gain of 7 in the play.
Again, 3 running backs behind the quarterback. And again, the quarterback keeps it, and again,
first down.
He's got first down yardage.
Under the ball carrier.
I don't think we have any timeouts, Tom. We used 3 of them.
Stop for the Foxes.
So
that could be. They stopped the clock here for moving the chains.
The ball at the Omro 49-yard line.
And of course, they don't start it like they're supposed to. Sitting at 3:26, Nekoosa lost it, and Omro got it one more time. 3rd turnover. This time, Kunder just lost the football coming away from center, and Spencer Potratz, who plays quarterback on offense, recovered that football for Omro. Still 3:19 to play as the wind starts to pick up a little bit here at Drubnik Field in Omro.
Boy,
First and 10.
Had a nice drive going there, really.
Yeah, I like the way they moved the football here.
Yeah.
They're sure shooting themselves in the foot with the turnovers, but it's much better than the opening minutes. Defensively, we haven't done a whole lot.
No.
Either quarter.
Potrax's pass incomplete, intended
Quick
for
pass
18,
is
Michael Peters.
incomplete, intended for Peters.
Lieber on the coverage for the Papermakers.
2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Still 3:15 to play in the half.
The ball spotted at the Nekoosa 49-yard line.
Been a long half. I'm not sure why. I suppose everybody using all those timeouts and then the interruptions for all those scores.
And then the clock not starting when it's supposed to.
Yeah.
That's about 2 minutes at least.
I think so. I think we're looking at 3 now. Hey, a nice play in the backfield. Tarek Tuttle put down Tritt for a loss of about 3.
Derek Tritt, the ball carrier.
That time, Tarek just shot the gap.
Tuttle, stop for the Papermakers.
He guessed right. And it's a loss of 4 on the play.
Loss on the play, 3 yards. 3rd and 13 for the Foxes.
Certainly 3rd and 14 now, if you look at the chains.
The ball marked at the Omro 46-yard line.
Ball at the 46. 2 receivers right, 1 split wide left. See what Omro does here on 3rd and long. Quick throw across the middle. And Hess almost brought that in.
That would have been a nice catch.
Potrax's pass incomplete.
Chris Hess got a hand on it, but just couldn't pull it down.
Looks like they're going to punt, Tom.
And first time we've seen this tonight.
Justin Mortel on the
punt
coverage
team
for
on.
the Papermakers.
At least they sent the punt team out there.
Brings up 4th down.
I'm sure they're punting it here. I think they need to work on that too, you know. They can work on their special teams.
I tend to agree with you.
I could be wrong. They might want to work on their gadget plays too.
Nah.
Michael Peters back deep, and he will punt it away. Aims for the corner and hits a pretty darn good kick. Nekoosa did not even make an attempt to
12-yard line.
Turn that kick. 2:23 yet to play in the half.
Peters' punt rolls all the way back.
How many timeouts do you think Omro has, Dan?
The Papermakers come over the ball first.
How many timeouts do you think Omro has? They've used at least 1.
At least 1 that I know of. How can you say 18? I think it's 12-yard line. Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's what happens when they don't put those nice big numbers every 10 yards on the field.
1st and 10 from the 13.
Ball at the 13-yard line. 3 backs behind Kunder. And again, it's Peckham. Running that right side, short gain of about 2. Omro can stop the clock if they want.
Aaron Peckham, the ball carrier.
At least one time, I'm sure.
Do you think they will?
On the defensive
I say if they want, they can.
Yeah.
Bradley Fisher.
We'll find out after the next down.
2nd and 10 for the Papermakers. The ball at the Nekoosa.
Or they could always have the timekeeper just stop it for them.
I think Nekoosa will get it, won't they? The first coming out the second half.
I believe so, yeah. Nothing at all for Aaron Peckham. Aaron may have lost a yard. Now they're going to say no gain on the play.
Oh, they are going to stop it, Tom.
And now Omro does stop the clock with 1:39 to play.
Omro takes a timeout. At this time, we ask that the parents of the football players and the cheerleaders.
It's parents' night here in Omro.
To the west.
So at halftime, we're going to get to meet and greet all of the parents of the Omro football team. Probably the cheerleaders, too. And so it could be a lengthy half. Of course, you'll miss that on public access. I'm still concerned about the dark clouds coming our way. Though there are some gaps in them, and if you look to the west, it looks a little bit worse down there.
I think it's just dark.
I got to believe we're going to see some lightning here tonight sometime. But we'll see. Again, Nekoosa on the road next week. They will be at River Valley, which is what, Spring Green, Wisconsin.
Yeah, and they're always tough, Tom. Every year, they're another team that year in and year out. Their down year is probably a 500 season.
Yeah, Nekoosa beat them last year, as did Winneconne in the playoffs. But yeah, they're a tough team to beat. And week 3 at Poynette. So 3 road games to start the season. As Dan said, we only have 3 home games this year at Holland Field, 6 on the road. So not an easy schedule for this young Nekoosa team.
3rd and 7 from the 17.
3rd and 7. Kundert hands it off. Very little. Let's see if Omro takes another timeout. They do. Minute 30 to play. 34-0. So Matt McDonald back. He'll punt it away. Good snap. Hey, there's a good kick. Retrieved at about the 48-yard line. And returned back to about the 41. I think that was Isaiah Kilgis, but I'm not sure. It was Kilgis with a 10-yard return. So, hey, Omro still a minute 22 to play here in the half. They are out of timeouts now.
We may get to see a passing game.
But the clock will stop with every made first down, and since we're in Omro, it'll stop for a long time after every made first down.
You're right, Tom. It will.
2 receivers left. Nope, just 1 left, 1 right. Got a wingback on this side. He's in motion. That's Tritt. Now he comes back this way. And they run it right up the gut with Hess. And Tuttle makes the stop. But a pretty good play at the line of scrimmage also by number 63, Nick Spansky.
Gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
5 yards on the carry, 2nd down.
From the 43.
They'll throw it this time. Oh, nobody's out here at all. And Potratz misses his receiver.
Not only did he miss his receiver, he missed the touchdown.
Isaiah Kilgis lined up on this side, wide, and nobody picked him up at all. I mean,
brings up 3rd down.
Like you say, he missed a touchdown because there wasn't anybody within 10 yards of him.
Oh, they had an easy score. All they had to do was get the ball outside.
The ball to Nekoosa, 38.
3rd and 5, 57 seconds to play in the half. 4 down territory here for Omro, I'm sure. And they're going to get set back another 5 yards as somebody moved on that left side.
Call illegal procedure against the Foxes.
So now 3rd and 5 becomes 3rd and 10. It's like the 3rd penalty on Omro here in the first half.
5-yard procedure penalty moves the ball back to the.
You know, that's one good thing for Nekoosa. I don't think they've committed a penalty here in the half, have they?
No, I can't.
They turned the ball over 3 times, but I don't think they've starting to set up the screen. And Hess did make the catch, and he's going to bring brought down short of the first down by Clay Lieber. Clay drives them out of bounds.
Pass complete to number
Clock should be running it. It's not. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, no.
to Chris Hess.
I mean, Lieber hit him in bounds. And now we get a penalty. There was a penalty on the play as well. So there was a legal man downfield on Omro. So it's up to Nekoosa to take the play or not. If they take the play, it's going to be 4th down and about 3. If they take the penalty, it's going to be 3rd down and I believe 14. Is it a 5-yard penalty?
I think that's 14, yeah.
Might be a 10-yard penalty. But I'm not sure who's talking to who about the penalty.
Yeah,
Why is the referee in the Omro? Well, now he's requesting an Nekoosa captain, which is Peckham. But boy, that took forever. Now Aaron is considering his options, and they take the penalty. There's going to be 3rd down again.
Yeah, it is 10, Tom.
But it's going to be 3rd and 19.
No,
That can't be right either.
It's a 5-yard penalty.
Okay, 3rd and
3rd and long for the Foxes.
15. Little bit of pressure on Potratz. He's got a man down the middle, wide open though. He's got the football inside the 5-yard line. That's Reed Range with the catch.
8, Adam Larimore.
I thought that was number 9. No, it is number 8. It was Adam Lattimore with the catch.
1st and goal for the
42 yards, 37 seconds to play. 1st and goal from the 2.
Why isn't the clock starting?
I'm not
ball
sure.
spotted at the 1-yard line.
Well, the referee hasn't put it in play yet for some reason.
Oh.
Now he does. And we get whistles. I think Nekoosa probably jumped offside there.
You think so?
I think they're trying to draw Omro offside. Find out.
Oh, he's going to go to the other.
You're right. It's a legal procedure penalty again. It's about the 3rd one on Omro here in the half. 30 seconds to play. Now, here, should the clock start when they mark the ball or
Legal
not?
procedure the call against the Foxes.
I think so.
Yep.
He says start it. Did it start? No. There it goes.
Back to about the 6-yard line.
That was incredibly
1st and
quick.
goal from the 6.
Now Omro has to huddle up, so they better hustle. 20 seconds to play in the quarter and a half. Everybody right. They run that way. Hess didn't get in. 5 seconds to play. They're not going to get off another play.
No.
2 seconds, 1 second, and that's the half. So Omro with some poor time management late in the half cost them another chance to score, but you know, they've scored enough, don't you think?
Yeah, that was poor clock management, though.
Our score at halftime. Omro 34 and Nekoosa nothing. Second half of football, just seconds away. Omro leading Nekoosa 34-0 at the break. All Omro in this ball game, especially in that first quarter, they scored 4 times. And a Chris Hess 26-yard run, a Hess 10-yard run. Matt Hess with a 5-yard run, and Spencer Potratz with a 2-yard run. It was 27-0 before you could shake your head here at Omro. That was the first quarter score. Second quarter, things settled down a bit for Nekoosa. A single touchdown scored by Matt Hess. Thus the 27-0 halftime advantage. Tarek Tuttle with the return. Brought down near the 25. They're going to mark it at the 24.
Opening kickoff of the second half out to the
So Nekoosa is going to have the football to begin this second half.
8-yard line.
I really don't think if you're Nekoosa that you really change anything. You want to work on what you're going to do all season and perfect it.
And Nekoosa did move the football offensively in that second quarter.
1st and 10 from the 28.
Again, the 3 fumbles really hurting this team also. Turn it over 3 times in that first half. Sam Tweedy tries to get outside and probably should have turned that up just a tad earlier. as he's brought down for a loss by Hunter
Labs.
Labs.
For the Foxes. Loss on the play of about a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Twitty lost 2 on the carry. As they mark it back to the 28-yard line.
Just shy of the 30-yard line.
You're right, Tom. We did start moving the ball in the second quarter. We had some nice runs, some nice gains. Like, shot ourselves in the foot was the fumbles.
Yeah, one of those fumbles occurring at the 5-yard line. So, boy, there was some head knocking there.
Yeah, I heard that.
As Tuttle took it into the middle and was met by somebody. I'm not sure who.
Hess on the stop for the Foxes.
Hess finally put him down, but boy, there was certainly some helmet to helmet there.
Gain of a couple on the play. 3rd and a long.
Everybody got up though, so that's the important thing.
The ball resting right, just past the 30-yard line.
Nekoosa quickly finds themselves 3rd and long. 3rd and just a little short of 10 yards to go for that first down. Trips in the backfield. Condor's going to throw it. Hey, that's a nice looking throw. Oh, just didn't have enough on it.
I think it bounced off his knee, though.
He had a receiver wide open out there.
Hunter's pass incomplete.
It was intended for Justin Mortel. And the ball just sort of seemed to die, didn't it?
It died, and then it hit his knee and bounced forward. It's still catchable.
So Matt McDonald again on to punt. He's got a little wind at his back. Thought there was going to be maybe a little rain here at Omro Field tonight, but checked the radar at halftime, and looks like we're going to get through the night. Nice kick by McDonald over the head of the return man. Tritt's going to pick it up deep in his own territory at about the 15. Flags come out.
Yeah, they're going to call a block in the back, but that's a very questionable call. I saw it, and I was wondering if they were going to throw a flag on it.
Tritt went down about the 27, but as Dan said, that's coming back.
Yeah, the Nekoosa player that was going to make the tackle turned his back just as the guy was going to block him, so he actually hit him he actually did hit him in the back, but.
Well, it benefits Nekoosa, so
Yeah.
that's going to come back to where? Probably inside the 10-yard line, huh? So that'll be an illegal block again.
Yeah.
Well, they used to call that clipping
Block against the Foxes.
back in the Stone Ages.
It'll back the Foxes up to the 10-yard line.
You know,
Omro comes up
we
with
talk
first and
like the
10.
announcer backing him up, but it doesn't really seem to make a difference for Omro.
Let's see if Nekoosa can play some good D here in the 3rd. Good start here.
Yeah, there.
Another flag came out as Matt McDonald made a good play on the outside.
The ball carrier, penalty flag on
Matt
the play.
Hess did pick up about 4, I believe. Well, let's check out the flag.
Yeah. Bowling, maybe?
Not sure. Referee has not given a signal yet. He's talking to the outside official.
Here he goes.
And again, it's a block in the back.
Block
or
in the back.
Illegal block. So Nekoosa can put Omro back another 5 yards. Or they mark it now at about the 5-yard line.
First and 15.
1st and 15 from the 5. Omro quickly runs the play with Hess up the middle. And that's Matt Hess.
Good yardage.
And he's short of a first down, but did pick up about 10 on the carry.
Gilden's off on the stop for the Papermakers. Gain of 14 on the play. Brings up.
These Omro students, which are seated right next to us here on this side of the field, been on their feet the entire ball game. What loyalty. Problem is they haven't been watching the game the entire night either. Potratz to the outside. He's got first down yardage, taken out of bounds at about the 32.
Potratz, the ball carrier.
Most seem into their phone more than into the
First down,
football game.
Foxes.
You got to communicate in this day and age, Tom. You got to know what your next door neighbor is doing and what your classmates are doing.
But they also know that their team is
got this
pretty
comfortably
much
in
salted
hand.
this
Yeah.
one away. So
First and 10 for the Foxes.
I'll give him
Ball
that.
Spotted at the Omro 32-yard line.
whistles again. What's
Yeah.
going on now? We
I
got
don't
an
know.
injured player?
Must be because there's a trainer went over to Nekoosa side.
But I don't see a player with him. Oh, I see. It's away on the other side of the field. 9:18 to play here in the third. Still 34-0 Omro. Back to action. First and 10. The Foxes runs Tritt.
Number 42, Kirst.
No, I'm sorry. That's Chris Hess with the ball.
Penalty flag on the play.
Boy, all of a sudden, first half went relatively penalty free, and now we must have had about 4 in the first 3 minutes.
Well, that flag's back here in the secondary.
You're right, Tom, it is.
It's going to be a personal foul against
Dead
Omro.
ball, first personal foul against the Foxes.
So the play will count. The play will stand, or it should. And they're going to mark off the penalty. And it should be
15-yard
second
penalty
down.
moves the Foxes back to their own
I didn't see it. I wonder what happened back there.
Should be second down. It is second down. And a long ways to go.
First and 21 from the Omro 20.
Actually, it's second and 21. You're right, Tom. The announcer's wrong.
They run off tackle. No, they run the pitch. And that's Matt Hess out to about the 25-yard line. I haven't seen that play tonight. Fake the dive and then pitch it outside.
On the defensive stop, number 25, Matt McDonald.
Matt McDonald made the stop. Gain of about 8 on the play.
Gain on the play, 7 yards. Brings up second and 13. The ball spotted.
Third down.
20,
Third down and about 13 right
Yeah,
now.
I agree. The
Scoreboard
announcer's,
says second down, but the chain marker says third across the way.
and that's right, because it was a dead ball foul.
And they
So-
run the football this way.
So,
Chris Hess trying to get outside. Here comes another flag.
yeah,
And I'm not sure. Hess is probably
on the play.
close to the first down,
and there's 2 flags on it, and
but I think they're going to get another block in the back. Well, I cannot believe how many penalties we have had in this third quarter. We played about 3 minutes, and Omro's had 3 illegal blocking penalties in the last 2 minutes.
yeah, now a holding one, so I got 4 penalties, and
That'll be a spot foul, 10 yards from the point of the infraction. Moves the ball back.
So I'm not sure if Omro's just getting
26-yard line.
sloppy, or the officials are making an emphasis on something, or what. A lot of penalties. Clock is running, believe it or not. 8 minutes to play here in the third.
Third and 13 from the 26.
They're going to go left. Potrats.
well, nice run.
He's going to be short of the first down, though. And I would assume Omro is going to punt it away.
I would assume, too. I'm looking for the punt team to go out.
It is fourth down.
There they go.
Second time we've seen the punt squad on tonight.
Tuttle on the stop for the Papermakers. Brings up fourth down and 5 for the Foxes.
Tarek Tuttle with another tackle for
The
Nekoosa.
ball at the Omro 36-yard line.
This game sort of settled down after that first quarter, Tom.
Sure has. You throw that, really the first 12 minutes out the window.
Yeah.
It hasn't been a bad game.
Peters back to punt.
Peters. It's a wobbler. Tweedy at the 30 reverses field, and he is in trouble. But he turns the corner.
He's got the
Look
corner.
at that. Tweedy down the right side. Takes it back to the 45. So 15 yards on the return, but he ran about, 40 yards.
Yeah.
And showed some
Takes the
speed to
ball
get outside.
To the Nekoosa 44-yard line. Papermakers come over the ball, first and 10.
Nekoosa with their second possession here in the third quarter.
Let's get a drive going here. Let's score.
Yeah, I agree. Let's just chunk out a few first downs and
From the 44.
learn something while we're doing it. One back behind the quarterback.
Oh, nice run.
That's Tuttle, and he busts through for a first down run. You know, Nekoosa did this to Omro last year. They lined up 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left, a single back behind the quarterback. And in essence, what they're doing is just spreading out the field and then running it between the tackles. Same formation, 1st and 10. Same play. This time, not so good. As Tuttle runs into number 31, Hunter Labs. A little or no gain on that play.
On the stop for the Foxes.
It's turned into a pretty nice night, hasn't it? I mean,
yes, it did. It's not real hot, not humid. It's just
we got a nice little breeze.
A
little
breeze,
east.
cool. Yeah, I agree, Tom. It turned out to be a very nice night.
I thought it was going to be terrible for these players, the way the afternoon went, but Kundert still has it, and the tackler actually drives him forward for about 3 yards.
Yeah, we thought that we'd see a lot of leg cramps and things, in a game like last year, but we haven't seen any this year so far.
Colton Hayes, number 51, on the stop for the Foxes.
3rd down already for Nekoosa.
Gain of 2 yards into play.
Ball's at about the 40-yard line.
The ball at the Foxes.
Nekoosa has not completed a pass tonight. It'd be a good time for it right here. Full house backfield. They're going to throw.
Oh!
Kundert got away. Brandon still on his feet. Good effort. Did the ball come out?
I don't know. Yeah, I think it did.
It did.
It did.
Wow. 4th fumble recovery by Omro tonight.
Yeah, but you can't blame the quarterback. I mean, he saw the yard marker and he was just going for it, and I think he had it.
Maybe he could have secured the football a bit better because it looked like it was, the ball was out, extended away from his body, but it's a wet night too.
Yeah, the effort was there.
Nekoosa with 4 fumbles tonight, all recovered by Omro.
Yeah, I never thought about that, but you're right. They have been all recovered by Omro.
Fox is back on the field. They're going to run wide, and Nekoosa is not going to let them do it.
Nope.
Boy, I tell you, this Nekoosa defense is getting a little smarter, a little more confident, and they're making some plays right now. Justin Mortel, Adam Peckham, and on that stop
for the Papermakers.
About 2 yards that time for Tripp.
3 yards in a play. 2nd and 7.
Clock running. We're down under 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. No scoring yet in the 2nd half. Potratz tried to run the option, was hit in the backfield. The ball is loose. Who's got it?
Nekoosa.
Nekoosa does have the football, and the Papermakers force a turnover.
That play was a disaster from the start, Tom. Nekoosa was all over it.
Yeah, Potratz wanted to run the option, but he didn't have any time to, as he had somebody on him immediately. And now it's Nekoosa with a turnover and the break. There's a ball at about the 28-yard line. Now let's see if we can punch it in. Kundert. Gonna throw. Pulls it down. He's got some open field in front of him. A nice play, though.
Nice tackle by number 4?
Bradley Fisher came up out of nowhere, put the Nekoosa quarterback down.
Yeah, I thought he had some running room, Tom. I really did. I thought he was going to make a first down. Oh, he got what?
He got 6
yards.
He got 6 on it, but he had the potential there maybe to take it the distance. Good play by Fisher. Kundert goes over to the sideline, gets the play from head coach Jason Becker.
Somebody else just came in now, too. Maybe changed it.
That's a lot of running for a quarterback, isn't it, on a hot night to go from the middle of the field to the sideline to get the play back to the middle of the field? Got to be in shape for that. Kundert keeps it, too, straight ahead. Close to a first down. And that's been an effective play for Nekoosa.
Yes, it has. Straight ahead.
It's going to be 3rd down. And looks like Nekoosa still needs about a yard for that new set of downs.
2 yards into play brings up 3rd and 1.
You know, Omro with that 4-man front doesn't really line up anybody over the center. They line up on the guards and the tackles. So, you know, that's a good option to take that ball straight ahead as the quarterback. Hand it off here to Peckham, and Aaron's got a first down.
Yep.
Inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line.
Justin Kazabuski on the stop for the Foxes. First down, Nekoosa.
Kazabuski with a stop.
1st and 10 for the Papermakers at the Foxes' 15-yard line.
And again, Kunder to the sideline brings in the play. Clock running, 2:40 to play here in the 3rd. Quarterback still has it. To the corner, Justin Mortel.
Touchdown.
On Nekoosa, touchdown. So they complete their first pass on the night, and it goes for a score. And the Papermakers on the board with 2:27 to play here in the 3rd quarter. 34-6 now is the margin.
That was a nice drive, Tom. Very nice drive.
Now we have a Nekoosa player down. I think that's Tweedy. I think that might be a cramping situation there.
Yeah.
Timeout on the field. So Nekoosa getting ready to try the point here. By the way, it was Sam Tweedy that left the field. Injured, I believe it's cramping, but not sure. Kaylee Jensen comes on to attempt the point. And that kick is good. So Kaylee puts another one on the board. Nekoosa back in it. We'll see. 2:27 to play in the 3rd quarter, 34-7 Omro. So junior kicker Kaylee Jensen has it teed up, and she's going to boot it away. Hits it toward the Nekoosa sideline. That's going to go out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. So, and that's probably where Omro will take the football. So Nekoosa winning the 3rd quarter. They have the only score here in the 3rd. And boy, they played much, much better here in the 2nd half.
Well, I agree, Tom.
And they did it early in the game.
Well, starting to in the 2nd quarter, they started, making some plays.
And I think we're still seeing the frontliners out there for Omro as well. And it's not like all of a sudden there's a JV team out there competing against Nekoosa. That's the regular players out there. So yeah, it's this feather in Nekoosa's cap. See if they can keep it up now. Huh? Good play here on first down. As Hess was the ball carrier. I think that's Matt Hess. And he takes it up to about the 40-yard line. That's about 5 yards.
It's coming up limping a little bit too.
But that Nekoosa front now making a few plays also.
For the Papermakers.
Again, a lot of new faces on the field this year for Nekoosa. It's going to take some time for them to settle in. 2nd and 5. Potratz has it. He was hit early, but carried a man out to about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, a little bit short of 35.
Make that the 45-yard line. Yeah, they're going to mark it the 44.
For the Papermakers.
Short of the first down, though, so 3rd down rolling around. 3rd down and about 1.
Gain of 4 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1 for the Foxes. The ball at the Omro 44-yard line.
In that first quarter, Omro was running off plays, picking up 30, 40 yards with ease. Now it's a struggle.
Potratz the ball carrier.
Potratz does pick up the first down on the keeper. Pick up of about 3 down to the Nekoosa 48-yard line.
No, he was supposed to stop the clock on that, but he's now he's running it.
Now he's making up for first half, huh?
Oh, boy.
We'll have to go up there and meet this man, I think, at the end of the game.
Give him a rule book.
Well, that can get you in trouble. You're in a close ball game.
Yeah, you're right. In a close ball game.
Ball on the ground.
Yeah.
And Omro got it back.
Yeah. No, but you're right. In a close ball game,
Fumble recovered by Omro.
now he stopped it.
Now it's running again.
Yeah.
Gain of about a yard on the play brings up 2nd and 9 for the Foxes. The ball spotted.
You know, and part of that problem sometimes is having somebody playing that you know and you're watching the game. You know what I'm saying?
Flag stops play.
Somebody lined up offside here.
Yeah.
Oh, he was in the huddle and he came out of the huddle to the sideline? Ah.
Flag is picked up. No penalty on the play.
So you'd assume that it's going to be too many men in the huddle, but they wave off the penalty. So here we go now, 3rd down, and make that 2nd down in about 9. Clock started. It started. Potrats pitches it. Matt Hess lost it, and he's wrapped up for a loss. Again, Nekoosa playing tough.
Hess, the ball carrier.
I can't say enough about this Nekoosa defense here in the second half. They've been very good.
Stop number 47, Justin Mortel.
Mortel came up to put Hess down that time.
And that'll bring us to the end of this quarter.
So Nekoosa outscores Omro 7-0 here in the 3rd. We're heading to the 4th. Our score, Omro 34 and Nekoosa 7.
Yard line.
So Omro facing a 3rd and 10 as we begin the 4th quarter. Spencer Potrats over center, a single back behind him. Everybody on the right side, and they run that way with Hess. Hey, he makes a nice cut. Got the 1st down and almost broke away. He's still on his feet. Nice effort by Chris Hess as he takes it all the way down to the 37. 15 yards on that 3rd down carry.
Making the defensive stop, number 41, Aaron Peckham.
Aaron Peckham on the stop for Nekoosa.
1st and 10 for the Foxes. The ball just shy of the Nekoosa 35-yard line.
Receiver split wide left, a man in motion that way. That's Tritt. And Potrats with a pitch.
There's the pitch. They got him.
I believe that's Hess with the football. Matt Hess this time. And again, Nekoosa played that option very well. It's not an easy play to defend, especially the way Potrats runs it. It's not like they're running this in slow motion. And you got to cover a lot of field, both inside and out, to defend it properly.
33-yard line.
2nd and 6 from the 33. Potrats.
Oh, that looked like it was busted.
Just followed his running back, and he's close to a 1st down. But I tell you, he paid the price. He got hit pretty good going through that middle.
He might be about a yard short. About 2 yards.
Nekoosa again stiffens on that play.
A long 2 yards. The ball spotted at the Papermaker 28-yard line.
As Mr. PA announcer says, 3rd and a long 2, the ball at the 28. Potrats hands it off this time, and
he's got
ball's
her
on the ground.
Hey.
Hess had the 1st down, but he lost the football, and Nekoosa gets another turnover.
Nekoosa recovers the fumble.
2nd time here in the 2nd half, Nekoosa's taking it away.
Well, that's the 6th fumble tonight.
Number 35, Derek Tuttle recovers.
Nekoosa with 4 fumbles tonight.
Nekoosa had 4, and Omro recovered them, and Omro had 2, and Nekoosa recovered them.
3-yard line.
So again, it is a wet night. And I suppose, too, as the game goes on in this nice summer night, that you work up a little sweat and lather, and that ball does get slippery. Nekoosa with it, 10-14 to play yet in the game. We're going to start from their own 23-yard line. Brandon Kundert over center. Going to throw. Matt McDonald.
Oh, I'd like to see that one.
I'm not sure what happened
from the other side. It looked.
Pass incomplete.
The defender was Isaiah Kilkus, but Kilkus missed the football, and I think McDonald probably had a shot at it, but maybe couldn't see it because of Kilkus. I'm not sure, but wasn't a bad throw by Kundert.
No, it wasn't.
Well, he got rid of that ball in a hurry, too. Quick release by Brandon. 2nd and 10 from the 23. Quarterback keeps it. Short gain.
Boy.
Maybe a couple, maybe one. That time that inside linebacker came up and hit the quarterback in a hurry.
Number 4, Bradley Fisher.
Actually, they're going to say, no, he did gain a yard on the play. So Nekoosa facing 3rd and 9. 9:40 to play here in the game. 34-7 our score.
Need him a couple on a play. 3rd and 8. The ball
Nekoosa taking their time here.
Papermaker 25-yard line.
As Kundert went over to the sideline to get the play from Coach Becker.
I'm surprised he doesn't have a guy that he can send in, with a play.
Yeah, platoon player. Over the middle, a little bit low. Mortel couldn't bring it in.
Yep.
And 4th down coming.
Yeah, he was open too, Tom.
Intended for number 47, Justin Mortel.
I got to say, I like the way Kundert throws the football.
Bradley Fisher.
Throws a nice spiral. It gets rid of the ball quickly. Maybe just got to improve that accuracy a little bit. 4th down, the punt team on for Nekoosa. Matt McDonald will kick it away. Kilgus and...
Uh-oh.
It's a fake. McDonald.
No, it wasn't a fake. It was bad snap, Tom.
And Nekoosa's going to give it back deep in their own territory.
It was a bad snap, but I still thought he had time to kick it after he picked it up.
Yeah, I had my head down. I was trying to figure out who was back to receive the punt, and I missed the play, I must admit.
Yeah.
So Nekoosa turns it over on downs.
Recovers on downs. 1st and 10 for the Foxes. The ball at the Papermaker 23-yard line.
But you never know. It's a bad snap. You reach down to get it, off the...
Yeah, you're a little in panic mode then. I would.
Yeah, I would be.
You don't have much time. Everybody tight here for Omro on 1st down. They run to the strong side, which they like to do. Potrat still has it. The big quarterback's got 1st down yardage. Now he's going for the goal line.
Yeah.
And is brought down inside the 10-yard line. That's probably the longest run by Potrats here in the second half.
For the Papermakers.
And again, he runs that option very well.
1st and goal for the Foxes.
Just a junior. He's going to be a real good one again next year. Ball marked at the 9-yard line, so it's 1st and goal.
Omro had a good football team last year. They were 7-3, and they undoubtedly have a good football team this year because they got a lot of returnees. What surprises me is the number or the lack of number of adults that are at this game.
Leading the charge for the Papermakers.
They have a nice student body section here, but not a lot of adults and not a lot of excitement.
There are a lot of parents there at halftime.
2nd and goal for the Foxes.
Well, you're right, the excitement level, and maybe we're shielded a little bit from the rest of the crowd here. But I'll tell you, that last play, Andrew Melvin did a really nice job of wrapping up the ball carrier. Little penetration, which you haven't seen a whole lot of tonight for Nekoosa. Pitch to the outside. Hess is going to be wrapped up.
Yep.
Nice play as Nekoosa is pursuing to the football now very well.
Chris Hess, the ball carrier.
Getting off those blocks, maybe anticipating a little bit better.
On the defensive stop, number 50, Cliff Hayes.
3rd down, they're still at the 8-yard line, so 2 plays have netted a yard for the Foxes.
3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
The ball marked at the 8-yard line.
Strong side of the field is the right side. Let's see if they go that way. I backfield. They hand it off to the fullback, and he bangs forward near the goal line, but he's short.
Yeah, I don't think he's in.
4th down coming up. Looks like they're going to mark it at about the what? The 3 maybe?
The ball carrier.
So about 5 yards on the carry.
Aaron Peckham on the stop.
And as we approach the 7-minute mark of this 4th quarter.
I'm surprised they're not going for the field goal in a way, because to give some work to their field goal kicker.
Yeah, they kicked 5 extra points tonight from about the same distance. So 4th and 3, they're going to go. Potrats, good cut, he's in. Spencer Potrats takes it in from 3 yards out.
Number 7, Spencer.
And
Poltrax.
Omro extends that lead now to 40-7 with 6:46 to play here in the game. For Poltrax, that's his second score on the night. And the margin is back to 34. Make that 33. Lattimore on to attempt to kick. And doesn't look good, but somehow goes through.
After attempt is good.
6:46 to play in the game. 41-7, Omro. Nekoosa's going to get it back with 6:46 to play here in the game. As Crowley tees it up and sends it off. Tarek Tuttle from the 5. Tuttle, full speed ahead, crashes into a couple bodies up across the 30-yard line.
Tarek Tuttle takes the ball out.
Boy, Tuttle has had a busy night, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
He should sleep well tonight.
If he's not too sore.
Come over the ball, 1st and 10.
He's played well on both sides of the football. Did put it on the ground a couple of times. I'm sure that's going to end after tonight's game. Well, he's played a real gutsy game. Tuttle all conference second team last year as a linebacker for Nekoosa, as was Aaron Peckham. Straight ahead for about 2 or 3. Other all-conference performers, I know Andrew Melvin was a second team selection as an offensive guard last year. And it escapes me right now. It seems like there's one more papermaker. I think it's Hunter Miller. Was a second team defensive end in the 2013 season. Of course, Nekoosa had many first-teamers and second-teamers that graduated, over the spring. As a matter of fact, Colton Kokoka was named the Offensive Player of the Year last year in the South Central. An honor Nekoosa has sort of dominated over the years. Kundert. He's got to tuck that ball in when he's running, but boy, he did a good job of picking up a first down. Takes it up across the 45.
Number 3, Drew.
He's 6'1", 195 pounds. He's a big boy.
And like that time, he didn't hesitate at all.
No.
He saw the opening and took it. He looks like he's got pretty good speed to go with that size.
No, I agree with you. He does. He looked like he had some, like you say, a burst of speed there.
1st and 10. They'll run it this time with Clay Lieber. And Clay dives down to make that to midfield. I think it's Clay's first carry of the night. Clay is senior.
Yes, he is.
So right now in the backfield, we have Clay Lieber and Tarek Tuttle, I believe. No. It's Lieber, Peckham, and Tweedy behind the quarterback, Kundert. Brandon. Down the middle, the ball's tipped and almost intercepted.
I agree, Tom. He throws a nice ball, though.
Hunter's pass incomplete.
And I'm not sure if that ball was just missed by a Nekoosa receiver or if it was tipped by a defender first.
Jiggerson.
Well, yeah, almost picked up.
Yeah, like I say, he gets rid of it quick, got a strong arm, a nice spiral on it.
Again, just got to improve the accuracy a little bit. Which probably comes when you start feeling a little more comfortable in the pocket, too, in these varsity games.
And timing with your receivers and everything.
Yeah, so true. Clock has stopped, 4:39 to play. Alex Kundert, Nekoosa center, up over the ball. And Tweedy will run left.
Oh, nice run.
Sam Tweedy's got first down yardage and takes it all the way down inside the 35 to about the 34. Nice run by Tweedy. Good blocking on that left side.
Stop for the Foxes.
They're going to mark him at the 36, so it's a 14-yard carry for Sam. And again, a new set of downs for
First down
Nekoosa.
for the Papermakers.
I believe there are some new faces in the game now for Omro defensively.
First and 10 at the Omro 37.
Still Nekoosa moving the football. I'll run it this way with Aaron Peckham. Peckham inside the 30, tiptoes down the sideline, and steps out of bounds
About the
at
20?
about the 22.
Ball carrier.
Another first down.
Jacob Schmitz on the stop for the Foxes. First and 10 for the Papermakers. The ball spotted at the Omro 23-yard line.
Tuttle back in the ball game now for Nekoosa. .423 yet to play here in the game. 3 backs behind the quarterback. And we get a whistle before the snap.
Flag, stop play.
And that'll be a procedure penalty on the Papers.
The call against Nekoosa.
Again, remember, River City's community access. You can watch Nekoosa football throughout the season. Games will be on 6 o'clock on Monday nights, Wednesday afternoons, and Saturday afternoons.
Uh-oh, fumble.
Tune us in. Kunder just missed the snap that time, but I think Nekoosa got it back, right? I'm not sure who fell on it. It's still a wasted down. It's going to be second down now on 15. And Nekoosa at River Valley, down at Spring Valley next week.
16.
Game number 2 on the season. Nekoosa playing 2 games before
Mark to the 29.
school even starts in the state of Wisconsin. Had a similar start last year. Kundert's got a man, and again puts it out there, but misses McDonald.
Yeah, nice pass. Just timing again.
Hunter's pass incomplete, intended for number 25.
So now third down coming up. Yeah, McDonald was wide open.
Yeah, he was.
Ryan Sasman on the coverage for the Foxes.
To my recollection, we've completed 1 pass tonight, and that went for a touchdown.
Touchdown.
From the Omro 29-yard line.
You know, the same thing happened last year for Owen Linsmeyer. He did not complete a pass in that game against Omro until the 4th quarter. On a 4th down play, hit a man for a touchdown, and that was really the difference in the game.
I remember that.
I think it was Hunter Miller that pulled that one in. Going back to McDonald again. That time, that ball just hung. Gave the defender a time to get there.
Hunter's pass incomplete.
Need a little more zip on that one.
Matt McDonald. Drew Johnson on the coverage for the Foxes.
So Nekoosa running out of downs. It's 4th down.
4th down.
Still 16 to go for that first down.
We'll get this one.
I'm looking for another throw here, right?
Yep, Hunter Miller.
Hunter Miller, is he in the game?
Maybe not. I have to look.
Let's see who does line up on the outside.
4th and 16 from the
McDonald on one side, Mortel, and I think that's Jared Olson, who's in now for the wingback on the right side. He's looking left. Aaron Peckham, good catch. That's a first down.
Yep.
Hey, there's some nice execution.
Hunter's pass incomplete.
And Kunder delivered that one right on the numbers.
To number 41, Eric Peckman.
Not a lot of air under that one.
Aaron Peckham was a good target last year for Nekoosa quarterbacks. Again, the clock is supposed to be running right now, and they're doing their best to try to get the guy to start the clock, but never happened. Well, you think he'd learn by the time the 4th quarter rolls around. Hey, Tarek Tuttle with a nice run.
Touchdown.
A very nice run as he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown. 12-yard run by Tarek Tuttle. He's worked hard tonight.
Tuttle on a
And is
12-yard
rewarded
touchdown run.
with that touchdown run. Comes at the 3:18 mark of the fourth quarter. And Nekoosa now trailing 41-13. Kaylee Jensen on to attempt the point. And we get a flag before the kick.
Offsides, Omro.
So they'll move the ball a yard and a half closer to the goal line.
That could make the difference,
If
Tom.
this was a close game, he'd probably go for 2 now, right?
Yeah.
Kundert's the holder. Ball is down, and Kaylee hits a low line drive that does go through.
100 to hold.
So Kaylee 2 for 2 on the night. 3:18 to play in the game. 41-14, Omro. Kaylee has the ball teed up. She's going to put it back in play to Omro. 3:18 to play.
Looks like an onside kick, Tom.
Going to go for it, huh? A little better kick this time by Kaylee as he shoots it down to about the 25. Picked up there, and a good return by, I think that's number 3, Drew Johnson.
Yeah, you're right, Tom.
All the way up to the, 42-yard line.
Drew Johnson takes the kick out to the Omro.
See if we got some changes in there for Omro now.
Come on the ball first.
I think we're going to have a new quarterback, probably a new set of running backs.
The official wants the ball, and no one wants to give it to him.
Who's calling on the signals there? I
See,
can't
I
pick up the
don't
number.
know.
Number 3.
What makes your ball more special than the other ball?
Yeah, they get to use their own balls.
Yeah, I see that.
Drew Johnson is the quarterback now for the Foxes. And we'll pick out those running backs as they get involved. Very short run on first down.
No gain. I'm guessing no gain.
And I didn't see the number of the ball carrier. We'll wait for the PA announcer to help us out.
Nathan Pertel, the ball carrier.
Nathan Pertel was the ball carrier.
Ryan Coots on a stop for the Papermakers.
Second down and about 9.
Gain of a couple. 2nd and 8. The ball at the 44-yard line.
Man in motion. They usually run that way. Nope. They ran straight up the middle that time. Actually, the quarterback, Johnson, had a little problem with the exchange. Probably lucky to get the handoff that time to, I think that was Eric Schwant.
Carry.
But Schwant did handle the football and put down immediately.
Ryan Coots on the stop.
Kuntz with his second straight tackle.
No gain. 3rd and 8.
This one also
The ball at the
for just a
44.
yard gain. Clock running. We're down to about 2 minutes now. As third down rolls around, 8 yards to go for the Foxes. Single back this time behind Johnson. They run left. And a good pickup. That might be first down yardage.
I think
Very
it is,
close.
Tom.
Is that number 6 with the ball?
Schwant, the ball carrier.
It was Schwant again. And he worked up a pretty good head of steam coming around that corner. And just short of a first down. They marked the ball at the 49-yard line.
4th down.
Evidently, they need the 48.
Yard for the Foxes.
Omro will go for it here
49.
with 1:30 to play. Johnson keeps it, and he's got the first down.
Second effort got it.
Number 3, Drew Johnson. The
He
ball
got a little
carrier.
bump from his own player, too. That helped him, too.
First down, Foxes. Jared Olson on the stop for the Papermakers.
So the clock should start running now, but you know what?
1st and 10 for the Foxes.
Last time I'll say it tonight.
Nekoosa,
It didn't start.
7-yard line.
There it goes. Down to 1:20, 1st and 10. Oh, Johnson kept it. And it didn't turn out to be a good decision
No.
as Andrew
Johnson, the ball
Melvin
carrier.
buried him in the backfield.
Andrew Melvin on the stop for the Papermakers. Loss of a couple on the play.
Ball's back to the
12.
49-yard line.
The ball at the Nekoosa 49-yard line.
I'm guessing one more play, Tom. What, they got 40 seconds?
I'm guessing 2 more plays here.
Yeah, it might be right.
2nd and 12. Quarterback still has it. Look at that. Nice spin move by Johnson. And he picks up a first down. That was not just one spin move, it was 2 spin moves on that run.
Play Lieber on the stop for the Papermakers.
About a 15 yards on the carry. Clock is running. 30 seconds to play as Omro hurries up to the line of scrimmage. This unit would like to score just like the other unit did. Not this time, though. Johnson put down by number 65, Andrew Melvin. So Melvin with a couple of good stops on this drive.
For the Papermakers.
And boy, did this place just clear out, huh?
You think?
All the students decided it was time to leave, and they're out of here.
And every one of them too. Not just half of them or 3/4.
They follow as a herd.
That's the ball game.
And the clock winds down, and this ball game is in the books. So Nekoosa comes to Omro and finds the going pretty tough, as the hometown Omro Foxes come away with a 41-14 victory tonight over Nekoosa. Win number 1 on the season for Omro. Of course, it's a non-conference win.
Next week, the Foxes are home again.
Same thing is true for Nekoosa. Non-conference ball game, and of course, their first loss on the season. Nekoosa started slow. They certainly improved as the game was going on, but by the time they did get their act together, it was a little bit too little and too late to overcome that early start by Omro. Foxes started out with a bang in that first quarter. 27 points they put up on runs by Chris Hess, 2 of those, 126 yards and 110 yards. A 5-yard run by Matt Hess and a 2-yard run by Spencer Potratz. Again, 27-0 after a quarter. In the second quarter, Matt Hess added another score. 34-0 was our score at halftime. Nekoosa got on the board with their first score in the season. In the third period, Justin Mortel brought in a 15-yard throw from Brandon Kundert. Kaylee Jensen added a kick, 34-7 at that point. Spencer Potratz scored his second time on the night in the fourth period on a 3-yard run. Lattimore kick made it 41-7. And then Nekoosa capped off the scoring late in that fourth period when Tarek Tuttle took it in from 12 yards out. Jensen's kick made our final 41-14. Next week, Nekoosa will be on the road again. They will be at River Valley, which is in Spring Green, Wisconsin, taking on a very good River Valley program. Again, that's a non-conference ball game. Week 3 will also find Nekoosa on the road. They will be playing at Poynette in week number 3. Omro, by the way, will take on Amherst right here in Omro next week, Friday. That's going to be a heck of a game because both of those teams are very good this football season. So we didn't get the win, but I think we learned a few things along the way, and we're going to be ready to play again next week. For Jim Allen and Dan Schmidt, my name is Tom Kirst. Thanks so much for joining us. Join us again next week for Nekoosa Sports.